Okay, so it's an interesting recap. We came back from fighting the Kleptonje in the forest last go around, only to some surprise from a couple of the old women here, and that your companion Valkithra has mysteriously disappeared. They assumed that she was with you. As all of the party members know, she was left here at the windmill. It didn't take long before the oldest of the three came down and essentially, told you how it was, and openly reminded the other two that she even suggested that they not try and play games with you. They told you that they would go through the ordeals of making the potion or the tonic that she would need to get her eyes back in the event that you ran into her again, but that you needed to leave shortly after. She said they'd point you in the right direction of wherever it was you wanted to go, but you were essentially no longer welcome there. They were very leery that maybe you guys were involved with something that had her leave that maybe they didn't want to be a part of. With that, then they began performing this ritual that it's not holy in the slightest. It managed to blot out the sun, and there is darkness all around you for about 300 yards in any direction. Mind you, also, you weren't far from where you ran into the Kleptonje before. So, as far as you know right now, leaving, or rather staying here, may not be the best idea, and going southeast is probably not a good idea either. The plot thickens a little further, as with some snooping around while you had the free time, Trayvok, Irina, and Ismark stumbled onto the child that Elion had found upstairs while taking a bath. This child was chained to a wall in what is essentially their attic. So they, I believe Trayvok and Irina, ripped the fixture, or I guess the wall mount of the chain shackle off of the wall, and are currently coming down the stairs with a child that, well, you haven't seen many since your arrival here. This one looks to be fatter than your average person, especially your average child. While he's not exactly super round, he's a little husky. So with that, we'll go ahead and start up today's session. So the seance, or whatever you want to call it, the ritual is still happening. Ismark, Trayvok, and Irina are coming down the stairs with this small boy. The floor is your guys. What are we doing here? I guess, Irina, I'll start with you. What's the move?
I'm going to kind of guide the boy down kind of behind me, shielding, trying to keep the cloak and trying to block him from being noticed.
Okay, so we're just going to kind of like try and sneak him out, so to speak?
Yeah.
Okay. Ismark, what's your game plan, dude?
Yeah, so we had, okay, I can hear myself echoing over yours. I know we had intended to kind of disguise him to some degree, or cover him up with some clothing, and then we talked about maybe distracting, or at least Trayvok and myself going first.
Okay.
Kind of assess how attentive they were.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're more than welcome. Currently, as it stands right now, like, they're still doing essentially the same thing that they were when you left. Their stanzas have changed. Their recitations have changed a little bit, at least enough for you to recognize. But it's still the same as it was, in complete unison down to the syllable, down to the tone, you essentially hear one voice 3 times.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll make my way down first. I'll leave kind of Trayvok and Irina to deal with the boy.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go make sure that they are wholly engrossed in this ritual, and nobody's going to be kind of looking towards where they might usher him out the front door.
Okay.
Or better yet, are there any windows?
There are not. There are not.
And we haven't noticed any length up.
No.
Okay.
Hold on. What was that last question? Sorry.
We went all the way up the floors. We didn't notice any windows from higher.
No.
floors
No.
either, did we? Okay. Ollie.
No. Oh, there were windows in the bedroom. Like a floor and a half up from where you are now. There were 2. There were like 2 bay windows, essentially.
How far off the ground is that bedroom?
Pretty high. I'd say 30 feet, 40 feet, maybe more.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, I have no rope anyway, so. Alright, cool.
Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead, we'll move you on down the steps. Do you want to go all the way down to the ground floor, or do you want to just, like, what's the...
Yeah, pretty much down to where they're performing their ritual, where the 3 of them are.
Now, I moved the 2 of you, and I only see Trey. Oh, here you are. See, Baron's not around. We can go ahead and get rid of him, and then you will move like right there. Okay. All right, so we go to Trayvok. You're next, brother. What's the game plan?
I'm just making my way down south.
Mm-hmm.
Walking fast.
Faces past and you're homebound?
Yeah, because, I mean, we need to get out of here, but, like, I got this kid with me, right? Or did the kid follow?
He's kind of underneath Irina's cloak right now, but it probably wouldn't hurt to have more protection, so to speak.
Remember, I gave him that black cloak too.
That's right.
Covered too.
Yeah, the one that had all the spiders in it originally. No, that was the hat. Never mind.
Yeah, you guys have him on a leash too.
Yeah, because he's got that shackle on his ankle.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so the more you move him, that unless like you somehow manage to either carry him or something, that is going to make noise.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way around. Actually, I use my towel in my. I wrap the chains in a towel. To kind of help muffle him, because I have a towel in my inventory.
Okay, so you want to take a short while to do that? Then you can pull that out and just wrap it up.
Take a minute. Yeah. So I don't know if that takes my full turn, but I've got 2 bath towels to carry these.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go on to the next person after this, but yes, you can do that. Okay.
All right, that's what I do then.
So, Irina, what's the move? He's wrapped this up. You're kind of edging your way down. Like, do you try and make a mad dash to the bottom stair, or?
No, I'm going to be as quiet as possible. So if we slow and steady, just try not to draw any attention, try to look like we're just walking normal, like with him kind of behind him.
Okay. All right. So we'll take you down. You get about to about right here. Trayvok, do you follow behind Irina, or do you kind of dash down?
Following with her to keep the chains
all
quiet
right
while we're walking.
Thand.
Trying to be nonchalant about it.
Thand, what are you doing?
We're downstairs already.
Walk me through a day in the life of Dr. Smoothbrain.
Elion and Thand are already downstairs, right? We're like,
yeah, but are you checking out the chickens? Are you looking at them? Are you trying to check out your companions as they come down?
Did we know they went up and were grabbing the kid, or like?
Well, you know that they went up. They came down with a kid that you've seen, but you didn't. You're wondering why the hell they're coming back down with a kid. I'm sure.
All right, then I'd be looking at. I see the kid though, right? He's not like hidden away or nothing.
I mean, not like super out of reach, no. I mean, you'd be able to tell that there was a figure in black clothing coming downstairs. What do y'all want to share your screen for Wizard?
Yep, wizard.
Oh, sick.
You got him, Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, y'all?
If not, what up, dude?
That's good ways. I'll set a good angle for you now. Get all cinematic in this shit.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a perception roll, Hunter. We'll solve that real quick. And you can tell me.
If fan didn't know of the plan beforehand, it's definitely gonna be like, who the hell's that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as you're concerned right now, like if you were to see this kid, it's definitely gonna throw a wrench in whatever the hell was y'all had going on.
Hardware acceleration back on, or just roll through dice tonight. That was ass. Yeah, it's still rolling. Sorry.
You good? And don't forget, you can always click the box and have it roll in game.
How true. So it's an 11. You hear me?
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was an 11.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll notice a smaller dark figure walking through there, yeah.
Okay. I'm just grabbing some actual dice because I have them now. I don't know. Would Than put it together? 2 and 2 together?
You can roll an in check if you want, dude.
Let's see.
And you tell me it's your character.
I love that our plan's going to be fooled by Than going, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, all right. Need to remember. I need to hold one of these real dice so I know to roll this next time. Damn. I think that's a fucking like 2. Yeah.
It is a 2. Ooh, yeah, no. I need you. Oh man, the urge to have you roll a wisdom check to be like, who the fuck is that?
Oh man.
No, I'm not gonna do it to you. All right. So I guess for lack of a better descriptor, you see something, but you don't really know what's happening. So what is Than gonna do, trying to understand whatever it is that's happening?
It's not whatever it is not Kithra's height, right?
No, it's much smaller.
Okay. But say if it was, then Than might have said some extra stupid shit, but
Hey, you found her.
Alright, well, I guess I'd just be like trying to make eye contact with whoever's first down the stairs and kind of side point, or my elbow pinned to my side, kind of point at it, be like, fuck's that? Like, shrug.
Mm-hmm. All right, Elion.
Yes.
Give me a perception check. See if you see the kid. And then walk me through what you are, I guess, devising or something. All right, yeah, so you definitely see it. You recognize that is a small humanoid. It is not a part of your party group. So what is your game plan? What's the move?
I'm gonna try to read. Ismark's the first one down the stairs, right?
Yep.
Try to read his body language.
I kind of gesture towards the door. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna gesture for the door.
Yeah, to Elian, and like I'm gonna look at the kid, and I'm gonna kind of glance at the door. Like, look at the kid, glance at the door.
Okay. Oh, I reckon Elion will be smart enough to put that together. I won't make him roll an in check.
Yeah, so he looks confused, but not in like a, what are you telling me? More of just like a, why the fuck do we have this kid and why are we leaving with him right now?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah. Can't do that one through gestures right now. So, but obviously he's gonna put the plan together. The idea is to get the kid out without them noticing.
To be fair, I don't think I can give you the answer to that with words either.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're going to go back and just kind of lightly nudge the door open. As a matter of fact, I think it's still open from when you went out earlier.
Yeah.
Because they were in the midst of their seance. Yeah, they wouldn't have shut it either. So I would assume, unless the wind blew it, which I don't believe that was anything that was a part of the events and the ordeals happening. It wasn't raining or anything like that. It just the sun, it got super dark outside. So door is open. So you guys could probably all make a relatively quiet dash to the door and get out if you so chose to.
I'm going to kind of tug on Than's shoulder and motion this way, and if he comes with me, he can. If not, he can stay there. And I'm gonna kind of go towards the door, but stand here looking at them, and then kind of motion behind my back to just go.
Throwing up a block. I see you.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Maybe divert,
Okay.
Not trying to interrupt the ritual, but if they have it, just stop all of a sudden.
Absolutely. No, I definitely get what you're doing. So you're essentially extending the concealment of the doorway to try and get them through. Yeah, I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right. Irina, Ismark, and I guess Trayvok, you guys see them making their way to the door to try and kind of secure an exit path. How quick do you make your way to the door?
I mean,
I don't want to drag him out of here, but I also
maybe how this kid does seem pretty pudgy, right?
Yeah, relatively. And mind you, he's not necessarily fighting you out of from not taking him out of here, but he was relatively reluctant to go with you to begin with. He said, I'm safe here. They feed me a lot. They take care of me. It's not like it was out there.
I mean, as long as he's coming along,
He was chained to a wall, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was chained to a wall.
Yeah.
Think of it like Stockholm Syndrome. You know what I mean? He's seen the world out there and he's seen the world in here. And while he may not know if there is or isn't any nefarious plans in his near future if he stays here, he has been relatively open with, it's dangerous outside. There's hot food in here. So take that for what you will.
That's actually more or less exactly what Elion was thinking.
That it's dangerous outside and there's hot food in here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Especially for a kid that doesn't have magical powers.
Yeah. You can't just set shit on fire with his mind. He's not psychosomatic. Okay. Sorry. All right. So talk to me. Trayvok, how quick can you move into the door?
How quickly can I move to the door?
Right before all this, if I can, I want to try to grab one of these sheets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to pick it up and just kind of hold it up over me. Like I'm folding it.
Okay.
That's
smart.
I want to keep that.
Okay. All right. So you hold on, time out. So I know what you're doing.
It as a blocker. I'm folding it the long way, real slow, and just
kind of
fold it in half.
Yeah.
So, how do you want to fold that bitch up in a minute? Grab your own, motherfucker.
I got you. So you're doing the blanket trick that people used to do their dogs. You know what I'm saying? Where they disappear through the doorway, but you're legitimately ganking a sheet too.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay, I dig it. I like it.
I got my shoulders and head exposed. But
yeah, I got you. All right, that sheet's gone. Hunter, are you grabbing a sheet?
Damn straight. If he's not sharing that one.
Do you have a specific sheet you would like to grab?
If you grab the closest one, whatever the next closest.
So yeah, I think this one is probably your best bet right here.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, all right, cool. You guys both have sheets. You're inconspicuously folding them. Yep. Hamburger style.
Yep. The log way.
Just doing a little bit of housekeeping. It's fine.
They've been so nice, I gotta help.
I mean, they owe you a sheet after abandoning you for your whole childhood or whatever.
I agree.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the least
My
that she
mother
can
is
do.
Shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom is shit.
She's at least like, fuck, I don't know, like 30 years behind on, birthday gifts.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, because we're not going to count leaving you guys at the orphanage as a fucking gift. Well, I mean, you could have ended up here, so maybe it was the best gift of all, but, potato. Okay, so I go back. Now that we have a firm visual blockade from like here to here, which would extend like all the way, like basically back out to this line right here. So if you were to make it past this far wheel of the thing, they're probably not really going to be able to look at you anymore unless they turned around beforehand. So for like the third or fourth time, because I keep getting sidetracked, Trayvok, how quickly do you go down the stairs?
I think I was asking the question, how quickly can I go down the stairs? Because I can see them setting up the blockade, right? From my perch up on the stairs.
Yeah, so I mean, do you dash for the door and like dead sprint out of there? Like ambition to the wind, kind of you don't care if they know that you're taking off kind of a thing? Or do you want to be a little more tactful?
I'm going to have to wait for Irina because I'm holding the chains, I guess. Trying to keep it quiet while the kid is under the cloak.
Oh, okay.
And Irina's like, I guess maybe walking on the other side of me so that the kid is up against the wall and we're kind of creating a body shield.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe we're speed walking.
Speed walking? Okay.
Tandem walking.
Speed tandem walking. All right. Ismark, what about you, buddy? Where are you going?
I don't want to like have just all the movement in the room suddenly over by the door where this kid is, so I'm gonna kind of position myself in, I guess, like the opposite direction.
Okay, so are you like trying to do something like over here? Man?
I've totally been muted.
Oh, you're good. I was saying, like, do you want to... Are you trying to set up like somewhere over here then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll go. Is right there good?
Yes.
Okay. And at that portion that you could have done that at like casual walking speed, so it wouldn't have raised any alarms. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have pulled them away. So we're looking at you guys coming down to about right here. You notice in the midst of the phrase, the stanza that they speak, there is a long pause. As they begin again, their voices become less, not so much less in unison, but their pitches individualize again, as though instead of there being one voice 3 times, there is now 3 individual voices. Do that with what you may. So, for the next round, Irina, how quickly do you move towards the door?
I mean, I'm trying to be quick, but I also have a chubby kid I'm pulling.
It's like a tiny Eric Cartman.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to be moving as fast as the kid will allow us to go.
Yeah, and for as long as the kid will allow you to go. You got to remember that too. Just because you're fat doesn't mean you can run for miles.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to continue onward. Can I... Let's do this. Let's do this. Because this is always the fair and honest way. I need one of you to call it high or low.
Low.
Like any of us, or
specifically Irina or Trayvon?
I said low.
Low?
Irina called low, yeah.
You are in luck.
Oh, yeah.
You managed to make it just a little bit further without the rattling of chains. Right. You're now behind the sheet curtain, if you will.
Okay.
And they stop speaking. Elion and Thand and Ismark, all three of you notice something very strange here. And I mean, like, really strange. You watch Morgantha reach into the fire and grab this cauldron filled with boiling liquid, bare-handed. Pick it up. You can hear the sizzling and the steaming of skin. She makes no noise, like none whatsoever. The only thing you hear is the sizzling of raw human flesh against a hot element. She takes it over to the table, doesn't move any faster than normal. It's not like she's running over there to set it down, nothing. Calmly sets it down on the wooden table. Ophalia runs off over here to grab something. Bella turns to you guys and approaches you. Says, "Don't worry, we're almost done. We just need to bottle it up and add a pickling agent so it doesn't spoil." So,
excellent.
Ophalia comes back with something, pours a few drops into it, immediately runs it back, comes back with a ladle and a bottle. She goes to ladle a portion of it out. Morgantha slaps the ladle out of her hand, says, "You're wasting your time," and immediately just starts to pour it from the cauldron or the pot, whatever, Dutch oven, whatever you want to call it, into this glass vial. And it glows like a bright light under the ocean, like very murky on the outsides, I guess, towards the inner lining of the glass, but the center of it is a bright, stark white, and it illuminates the entire bottle. She sets the cauldron down, pops a wood cork into it, turns around and approaches you and begins to come towards you. What do you guys do? I guess let me start at the top of the list. Or I guess closest to Elion, you and Thand are throwing up relatively decent makeshift.
Has anyone made it outside yet?
No one has made it outside yet.
Oh.
You have 3 people that are behind your sheet currently. You got, okay, yeah, sorry, I was gonna say you got Robody there for a second. I didn't know if you cut out. So you see your mother approaching.
Yeah.
Do you keep holding the sheet up? Like, how do you, I guess, stop this?
Hey, I was hoping that maybe we could help pick these sheets up, but then I was thinking that maybe, understandably that we need to move. My friends are mostly packed up and already on the way out. Could we take the rest? Maybe we could have these as souvenirs of our kinship.
She steps towards you while your hands are full and caresses your face. She runs them out like kind of over your cheeks and then cups your face and says, "I can't spare all of them, but you and your brother may both take these. Just don't mention it." And with that, she kind of turns back and looks at the other two, and then looks to you and gives you a wink and a smile. As she touches you, man, like your skin crawls. Like there is something incredibly off-putting about her touch. Like, even you guys just met, it's weird. She's overly familiar with you so far, it would seem at this point. But this is like, oh dude, like this is overstepping a boundary at this point. Like this, you would find this to be incredibly unsettling. There's just some
best to put on like a poker face, a little sweat drip down his forehead and just nod and thank you.
Yeah, like it's more of like the energy, I guess, that comes with it all. It's really just
doesn't feel right.
Yeah. You're intuitive or perceptive enough to know that, like, don't touch me, lady. So, with that, she turns. Like you manage to kind of keep her attention, and she goes and looks at the others and makes sure that there's nothing else that they can do. And they have sort of like a Three Stooges moment, where Ophalia is the only stooge. Bella looks at her and she yells something at her. Ismark and Irina would both know. She's like, "Not that one, stupid!" Slaps her across the head, and then Morgantha says, this type of wood doesn't seal well. Picks the ladle up off the table, bonks her on the top of the head with it. I got people heading towards the door. Are you going out the door, or are you staying in the door?
Oh no, we're going out the door.
Okay, so we are dipping then. We are getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, I'm taking Eric Cartman out of here.
Okay. Screw these guys, you are going home. Okay. So they're over there having a moment. Irina, this boy Benwick, Trayvok, all just dip out the door. Ophalia goes back to the corner here. Morgantha simply turns around. She looks at you and she goes, she looks at Elion Thand. How long are you planning on folding those sheets for?
Honestly, wasn't sure if y'all were okay with us keeping them, so I didn't want to intrude by further instigating.
She gives, it's not quite a scowl, but it would be a rather mean look to Bella, and then back to you. You may take them, but this is the last of our gifts. At least until we can clear the air.
Agreed. And I appreciate your hospitality.
Very well. Come. Gather this potion. Tell me where it is you wish to go, and I will see to it you're pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, so they're still not able to get outside yet?
No, they're out. Trayvok is like... Trayvok, Irina, and the kid are like on the doorstep,
Okay, yeah, Elion will, he'll half fold it like hot dog way, and then, kind of drape it over his shoulder more or less just for now.
Okay.
And then walk up to, collect said potion.
What, well, she holds this potion out in her right hand.
Okay.
She has the potion gripped around the neck with her right hand. She has the her left hand underneath of it. I think I have that. Hang on. Yeah, she's got that backwards. She'd have her right hand around the neck of it, and the left hand on the bottom. So if you were to go and grab this, it would be really awkward for you to do so with your right hand. So, do you commit to the awkward grab with your right hand, or do you grab it with your left hand?
I'll grab it with my left hand.
Okay. You reach your hand out. You almost get to the bottle. And in an instant, she takes you by the wrist and begins inspecting your palm. And it's in that moment that, like, everything kind of hits the fan in your mind. And you wonder what it is that she's looking at. And as you look down, as her eyes gaze upon it, you see the outline of the brand that the demon put on your palm begin to appear. And she looks at you and she says, "Where did you get this?"
Upstairs in a different realm, I believe.
"And how did you get there?"
No clue. Sleeping?
"Who took you there?"
Nobody particularly. The whole gang woke up there.
"See, and what exactly did you see there?"
There was a demon, or person, I should say, that was playing cards with a bunch of very particularly nice items for trade.
"I see. Are you aware of this brand?"
Not particularly yet. It's one of those cross that bridge when we get there scenarios at the moment.
"I see. And you have noticed nothing different since obtaining this mark?"
My hand is still like all crystallized? Or...
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like, so as she's talking to you, not only is it reappearing, like it's going through phases where it starts off like molten glass, and as she's questioning you, it's starting to harden again, like obsidian. So it's like turning like black, and it's getting to a point where like you can curl your fingers, but you can't really move the knuckles, like the main knuckles of your hand. You couldn't make a fist, really, not a closed fist if you wanted to.
Well, this keeps happening.
Yes.
Or has happened twice, I should say.
So it will continue so. But
that's great.
She looks up around the room. "There are others. Where are they?"
Most of them are outside already.
I see.
Understood the urgency of departure and didn't wish us to overstay anymore.
She nods at that for a moment. "If nothing else, I appreciate your expeditiousness. Tell me, boy, where is it you go?"
Not entirely sure.
I see.
I believe we were headed towards Valakai last.
I see. And what is it that you wish to accomplish there?
Mostly just before we got here, a night's rest that wouldn't be almost a fight, for our lives. We've heard that the walls there are rather impenetrable from Strahd and things of that nature.
She begins to cackle lightly. There are no places impenetrable from Strahd and his ilk.
Interesting.
There is an important matter that you should be aware of, aside from this mark. And she, with a long nail, reaches out and taps on it, and it sounds like someone tapping on a glass. She looks at you and she says, "The Garda will not open the door at night. Should you arrive too late, you should have to remain outside. There is an inn and an old run-down church, though I would plan your days accordingly to make sure that you arrive there in due time. But again, I ask you, now knowing that you won't be safe from the vampires, what is it that you wish to accomplish in Valakai?"
I want to get the fuck out of here.
Out of...
Worst vacation ever.
I see. It would disappoint you so to know that not many here leave. Why, I suppose you would assume that if your mother was allowed to go freely, she wouldn't have sat here for so many days, wondering of where you were and how you turned out, and if the horrible Sharans of Helm's Hold had spared you any pity.
So I'm figuring out.
Yes.
But there are people that have, therefore I can and will.
Let us hope that you do not confuse the gifts of the Vistani for the common man. There are several here among the realm that would do unspeakable things for such power, though rarely is it ever granted.
Thankfully for me, Helm is watching my side.
Let us hope so for your sake. Now, it would seem only proper, given our generosity, she says, still holding on to the bottle. Since we have helped you so, and we have invoked the words that we dare not speak in the name of your friend, that you would do us a favor in turn. Do you accept?
What is this favor before?
As we have discussed only a mere few days ago, we have a contact within Valakai named Vasily. He is aiding us in rescuing children from the orphanage there. We had not heard from him in some time. We need you to find him and ensure that he is still alive.
I think that's possible. Very doable, I would even dare say.
Should he not be well, I would ask, and with this she kind of doesn't necessarily look at Ismark, but kind of eyes in his direction. I would assume that your powerful friends could still set things in motion to where we are able to free the children.
I believe that is something we could also look into.
She looks upon you one more time, and it is unsettling. In the strange firelight, give me a perception check, I guess, before I go further on.
15.
Okay. Within the glow of the firelight, you notice something different about her. Her nose is quite a bit longer and with a heftier crook, and her hairline seems to be quite a bit thinner, and you have trouble even discerning your eyes at this point. You're unable to tell, but her skin even seems to be a slightly greener hue. She releases her hand on the bottle and kind of turns you, or I guess motions you towards the table, pulls out a small map. He says, if you wish to go to Valakai, it's here. And she taps on the table. You are here at our windmill.
Okay.
It would be a solid 2 days travel between here and Valakai. There aren't many shortcuts that I would offer you, though. There is one place that we sell to often on the road, and I believe it may be worth stopping. It's here at the Black Rose Inn, and she taps on the map a little bit further. It's a little bit more northwest on the map, and it's not quite on the road, but it's not super far off either. And she looks at you and she goes, you will have to take a few trails, so to speak. The area is safely traveled for most, though. There is no formal road that will lead you there. However, there is but one trail, or rather a few off the road that will culminate to one trail that will lead you here.
Okay.
We go and peddle our pies when sales are slow, and it isn't often that we aren't met with open arms. There is another that I must warn you about should the need approach. And she lowers her voice and looks down at you, so you would be the only person to hear this. There is another that will be looking for your friend over there, Lady Irina. I will not tell you whom or how or why. All I know that he asks me of her nearly every time I see him, once every few moons. I would do my best to keep her from the open and be quick about your travels to and within Valakai. Do you understand?
I think I do.
Very well, boy. If you will excuse me, I must check on my dear Benwick upstairs. Should you have need of anything else, check with your mother. And with that, she doesn't necessarily like shove past you, but she definitely hands you that and menacingly walks across in front of Bismarck, begins to trudge up the stairs.
Yeah, I take it, and I put it, I guess I'll take my pack off, you know, and start packing up the, I'll wrap the blanket around the vial and put it in my
Can I just
pack.
kind of whisper like, let's get moving?
And then I'll look at my mom and, well, thanks. We should go before any more disturbances ahead.
She, for lack of a better term, throws her arms around you, and sniffles a little bit in your ear, and she says, "Where will you go? How will I find you again?"
I'll find you, it would seem. That's how our lives work. And I'll give her an awkward side hug and kind of forcibly, you know.
She, for like I guess this would be the fourth time you were asked this question. She would lean in and she'd go, "But I know so much of this land. Can I help you? What is it that you're doing? Where are you going?"
I'm not.
Hold on. Before you answer, give me a perception check. Or insight, one of the two.
Do insight.
Okay.
23.
Okay. The fact that they all keep asking you, or that these two keep asking you almost insistently on what it is that you're doing and where you're going, comes off as hella weird. Like it seems strange that someone that was so quick to kick you out into the cold is so adamant on knowing what it is that you're trying to accomplish and where it is that you're going.
I think we're just lost souls of Barovia now, Mother.
She, the grip that she has on your hug.
She's still holding me.
She's not gonna let you go.
I'm gonna try to turn around in her arms even, still. My back to her front, you know what I'm saying?
Give me a strength check. Give me a second, I gotta load up.
Really strong. But that is an 18.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, give me just a second. Let me see. Infections. Pains. Can't be. Okay. Golly, dude, we've been here for so long.
This is Durst Manor 2.0.
All right. Okay. Yeah, she's unable to stop you, and doesn't insist on trying, and lets you go.
I'll find you again one day, and once I have a better understanding of what we're doing, or what I'm doing, mayhaps I'll come seeking information and help. I'll try to leave.
Very well, son. I will miss you and long for the day to see you once more. And with that, she just stops. And then I'm assuming everybody makes for the door. Is that what we got going on?
I'm going for the door. That's my plan.
Than is Mark.
We got to go.
If she's not grabbing for me, then I'm gone. I'm already walking away.
Yeah. She looks at you like she expects you to approach. Do you, Dan?
Did I notice how strangely and long?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Elliot's not saying this is cool. His eyes are saying we should get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I'll start walking up and then make my handshake.
You just gonna give her a handshake?
Handshake, little bow. Thank you for your hospitality.
So she kind of comes, I guess, running up to you. Eliana, is she running past you, or are you making your way for the door? Brett?
Sorry, what was that?
I was saying she is making her way to Than. Do you let her run past you, or do you make your way for the door?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna try to stay pace in front of her.
Okay, we'll put you out right there, because I imagine you wouldn't just like dip and leap Than.
Yeah,
Mark maybe, but not Than.
Yeah, precisely.
So you're gonna shake her hand, Than?
Yeah.
She's gonna just like slap your hand out of the way and come in and hug you as well. And she's simply just gonna ask, "Where will you go? What is it you wish to accomplish? I know so much. I can be of such aid. Please let me help you."
Who was our dad? the real hard-hitting questions.
Mm-hmm.
I never even thought about asking that, to be honest, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She wraps her arms around your neck. You can hear her crying. She says, "His name was Alioran. He was a great elven man."
All right. That was the only question I had.
But you won't let me help you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know so much of this realm. Please, what is it you wish to do? Where do you wish to go? What is it you wish to accomplish? I can aid you in so many ways.
Can I inside checker? This is getting weird.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where that? I just rolled real dice. Keep forgetting. It's not looking good. It's probably gonna be an 8.
Mm-hmm. 3. All right. Oh man,
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Yeah, because I got +4.
This just seems like a longing and remorseful mother, man. She's obviously wondered about you way more than you ever wondered about her. And she just wants her little baby birds to be happy and successful.
Yeah, still no questions though.
Okay.
I appreciate it, but maybe we'll come back if we have questions.
Come, brother. We must go.
She doesn't let you go.
I'm peeling her off me then.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Nope, sorry, that was a saving throw. That's gonna be shitty anyway. And my reminder to roll my real dice.
The roll to beat's a 10.
Alright, I rolled real dice and +4, so it'd be 12.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. So you kind of just stick an arm out on her chest and like push her away. What do you say to her as you like peel her off of you?
Please, that's a little too much. But, maybe we'll come back. I won't promise anything, because, you never know, but it was good seeing you.
It was good seeing you too, son. Safe travels. when she says safe travels, it strikes a chord in both of you. Stan, you, for inexplicably, you're not even really certain why, like the hair stands up on your neck. Elion, you're not entirely certain. Shit kind of seemed like a threat. Like, at least your initial reaction, like, like maybe this, yeah, like maybe she's knows more than she's letting on to or something. Something doesn't quite sit right with you when she says, I'll see you. I'm assuming you guys both just turn and walk out then?
I mean, is Ismark still just standing on the opposite side of the room?
Ismark is, unless he corrects me, is still just standing there. I haven't given him a chance to, like, do stuff. He's just kind of watching, hanging out, you know what I'm saying, in the wings.
I do imagine. Yeah, I do imagine that he could have at least made it by the door by now.
Yeah, Ismark, what is the, what's the move, dog?
Oh, we fucking leaving.
All right,
Somebody
yeah.
went upstairs.
We're dipping. We are motherfucking out of here.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm assuming you guys barrel down the hill here. Now, mind you, it's still dark outside. Like, not completely, but the whatever it was that they did isn't done now. It's not just daytime outside. It's still like there's some kind of eclipse happening or something. Something isn't all well and right in the world. So we move. Oh, wrong command. We move to the campaign board. Give me a second. Let me find that. Because we are well on our way here. I have a thing. I don't know why I never use that. They have a search bar. Oakley dokley. In just a second, I gotta orient myself. Yeah, that kind of looks like a windmill, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Okay, yeah, this is us. Give me just a second. I'm gonna summon all you guys to the campaign bizzle. All right. So the point that she came to was here. This was where the Black Rose Inn kind of diverted back off into the woods a little bit over this way towards the Old Svalish Lake.
Okay.
So as it stands right now, it's like that's a day's travel from here. It's probably like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Alright.
There really ain't anywhere else. I mean, you can travel along the roads until then, but you're a day's travel out to that inn that you said was safe. And looking at your map, there's nothing on here in between here and there, and it'll be dark in probably 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming we get a move on then.
I believe
Indeed.
That's the general consensus for sure.
Okay.
Get the truck in.
So we're heading north then, I take it?
I believe so.
Which way is north?
North would be coming this
way.
road
Yep.
up right here. Okay, so we're doobie doing. And we hit a point where night begins to fall. I'm assuming we're setting up camp. How dark do we let it get before that happens?
Not too dark, in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't have tents or anything like that, so if we have to like build shelters or whatever.
Irina has a tent. Very large tent that was given to her by Rahadin, or Rahadin, however you choose to pronounce it. There was a gift from the Count. Although, if I remember correctly, there was a very specific notion that tent was only for her. There was also, I believe, a cot that she had. It should be divvied up. It's divvied up among a couple of y'all. Somebody's been carrying it, because he wouldn't have just given it to just her.
I don't remember getting a cot. That was also a long time ago.
So we make our way. How long would you say you traveled if, let's say, like I said, if it's going to be dark in about 4.5 hours, how many hours of daylight would you say you guys leave?
I would say 4, and then, because it takes an hour to set up camp, right?
Sure.
So half an hour that we still have light, and then, as it gets darker, we have just half an hour until it's night.
Okay. So that'd be a half hour to set up the one tent that you have that, again, was only supposed to be for her. Gather firewood. Are you guys even going to light a fire? Like, what's the game plan here? Mind you, it's been cold. It's been cold. Like, to the point, like, when you're waking up in the morning, you can see your breath. There's not quite ice on you yet, but, like, it's cold. It's somewhere between, like, 35 and 40 degrees in the mornings. The earth is going to sap, heat from you guys. You're going to have to find some way to insulate between you and the ground.
We'll set up the tent. We got the 2 blankets. I'm not sure about a fire.
I've got 10 torches.
Bonfire, just the torches.
Yeah. Mind you, your bonfire maker is now gone.
Yeah.
You don't know where she is either, which means if you decide to do a fire to cook something, it's going to probably take a little bit of time.
So, you're saying, like, we're setting up camp now, like we successfully did the 4-hour walk?
Yeah, I'm trying to confirm how many hours you're walking before we set. I want to make sure that everybody in your party has a valid say-so, that 4 hours of hiking is adequate, or if there should be less to have more time to set up, a proper camp.
Well, it also depends on the fat child that is walking with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say, other than the fat child, I think the party would agree that we would not march ourselves into darkness. Like, we would march ourselves until we felt like, okay, the sun's hanging a little low, we need to start setting up camp.
Agreed.
Okay, so that'd be 2 hours maybe? Because when I say 4.5 hours, I'm talking like that's 4.5 hours to complete darkness. Like, there's no more light. The sun is set. The hues are burned orange.
I think it's just a difference in perception. I don't know. Does it take an hour to set up camp? Then we start setting up camp an hour before sundown.
Okay. All right. And you guys fire, yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna need all the necessities. I've got rations. We're gonna need a fire. We only have one tent. So if we're all going to use it, great. If not, we need to make some lean-tos or something. I've got my water skin and rations, and yeah, I just need warmth and a place to hang my head.
Okay. One last question I'll throw out there. There's been some caves. There's been burrows under trees. There's been some ish to some degree adequate shelter. Do you take the time to look for such? Or do you simply set up the one tent and, start trying to prep camp?
Definitely look around. Well, once we decide it's getting a little late, we're looking for where we want to set the campsite up. Elion's gonna look around the area for an adequate site for natural, wind block and coverage and stuff like that.
Okay.
Finds a burrow or a cave, that's just a plus, I guess.
For sure. Give me just 1 second here. So we're here in our little tent. You look around. I guess I need.
Also, I'm guessing I didn't find anything that was like natural.
Well, so we're getting ready to roll to see if there's something like kind of nearby within like this general vicinity. So if you got survival checks, if you can beat a 15 on survival checks, I'll give you an advantage on search checks, or I guess perception or investigate, whatever. And that goes for the entire party.
20 survival.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you can roll a perception.
11.
Okay. You can roll a perception with advantage, Elion.
First one's a 25.
Oh shit.
Damn. I only got a 13.
Second one's a 20.
All right. All right. Anybody else rolling?
I got a 19 for survival.
Oh shit. All right. Well, you can
I
roll.
got an 11.
Thand, you can roll advantage on your perception.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 13 on my survival.
Okay. Yeah, the roll to beat on survival is 15.
Oh.
Got
So I just skip perception
You
normally
can roll
without advantage.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think anybody's going to beat a 25. I think that's
13.
right. So, Elion, you remember as a child, as a break from your studies and prayer, you were really into reading about botany and ways to make medicines and salves and things like that, things to help people, right? That alone seemed to really spark your faith in Helm. And you know that the dogma that was always expressed was to to stand in front of those that couldn't stand for themselves. You always wanted to take that one step further and to save those that needed saving before. You remember a specific thistle that grows at the mouth of a small cave. You find that thistle and you recognize it, and you go to take a step. You realize right before you put your foot down, there's a small hole right there. And you manage to look down into this.
A small hole, like, what are we talking? 3-inch?
No. It'd be, and obviously it's not a perfect square, so bear with me here on some of this. The hole is probably 8-9 inches across on the shallow end, and on the wide end probably about 14. It'd be a tight fit. You're pretty certain that you could get in there. Do you climb in? Or rather, do you poke your head in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna light a, well, like I said. Yeah, I'll look. I'll try to look in there and see what's going on.
You do so. And did you say you were lighting something, or you just poking your head in?
I was, but I'm gonna poke my head in instead.
Okay.
Or do it. I want to go inside of it, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's roughly the dimension of one of the trees around you, as if somehow a tree fell into the earth, and then the tree were burned away. Think of like how magma caves, there's a portion of them where as the lava is flowing through and a tree catches on fire, when it falls over, it is encompassed or encased in the magma, and then it will burn the tree away, leaving a hollow cavity within the ground. So it would be a tight fit, roughly probably 30 inches in diameter, maybe, but it would be enough for you to squeeze down into and hide for the night. And it'd be probably about 25, 30 feet long. Like if you could get everybody into this hole, you could probably sleep relatively comfortably in here, at least while the claustrophobia stayed away.
Interesting. Yeah, it's mostly empty by the looks of it.
From what you can see, yeah. It you can take you a look around.
Yeah, I'll take a good look inside it before I stick my head inside now and look around.
You see a pair of eyes looking back at you. They're not that far apart. And they are studying you. You're both looking at each other. And it blinks. Just as sure as you aren't quite certain that it's there, you see the eyes close and open individually.
They look like an animal.
Mm-hmm. You can kind of make out the silhouette of it. You're not exactly certain as to what it might be. But you also know it's not overly large.
Yeah, okay.
And when I say not overly large, I mean like you're able to discern that this isn't a bear.
Right. I'm gonna just go and get the gang, maybe at least a couple people. Like, Dan, Travok, Bismarck, Arena, I found this hole that might be good. But there's a thing in it.
What?
A hole with
Yeah.
a thing in it?
Pretty much.
Is this like the hole that we hid from the mother?
Similar.
Was that called a burrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will walk over and take a look.
Okay. Yeah, do you poke your head in there?
I mean, I trust him.
Okay.
How close was it? I mean,
It was around that close.
You would have noticed it had been probably about 10 to 15 feet away.
Yeah, that close.
I don't know. I'll take like a peek, I guess. Quick one.
Okay. Fan, when you describe peak.
Meerkat. Initial meerkat. Like he's checking the prairie, dog.
So like you're in there like periscoping real quick and then back out.
Yep.
When you poke your head in, you also see a set of eyes. And they're a lot closer than, 10, 15, 20 feet. Probably about 6 feet from you.
Okay.
They're roughly 2.5 inches apart. And they lock eyes with you. The silhouette you notice is larger than a cat, smaller than a bear. And it just stops and studies you. What do you do?
The hole's not big enough to fit a torch in, right? While I'm looking in.
Oh, this is 100%. Dude, you could like pull your head back up a little bit and just shove a torch down in there if you really wanted to.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. It is it's bewildering to you how far this tiny hole, or how far this cavity from this tiny hole leads underground. You find it mesmerizing almost, to the point where like you forget what it was that you were even trying to look at. And you look down. There is an emaciated animal there. It's a little raccoon. And it's skeptical of you. It isn't like growling and, showing any obvious signs of attack, but it is kind of checking you out. It's not really certain about you yet. Okay. What's your game plan?
I'm throwing a ration at it.
You can throw a ration at it? Like some beef jerky or something like that?
Yeah.
It picks it up, stands up on its hind two legs, waddles off to the back. You hear a small amount of water splashing. And then some chewing noises and some chittering. And it kind of just leaves you alone. It goes off kind of on its own way. Do you try and climb in?
I'll pop my head out real quick and be like, "Yeah, hey, it's a raccoon. I think I made friends with him."
Yeah, surely we can take on a raccoon if it wants to fight. Let's get in this hole, gang.
Climb in the raccoon hole, everybody.
Everyone in this raccoon's hole.
All right, I guess we're going in.
Cut to us all dying of rabies.
Okay, so does anybody stay in the tent?
I mean, would we have even set the tent up yet?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that, like...
I'm going to take it down.
Okay, yeah, you're just going to take it all the way down? All right.
I feel like we would have been looking around for a place before, like, you know...
Gotcha.
It was like a, you know, maybe a burrow or a tree or some shit, though.
Yeah, I don't expect this tent to be too long to set up and take down, you know. So.
No, a couple minutes. That's why I figured what would have happened is that you guys would have had somebody set it up while you were searching. Just like, hey, go ahead as a contingency plan. Go ahead and set this up. Start getting camp set, and I'll see if I can't find someplace better.
Yeah, I don't want to leave too much of a mark.
Gotcha. Trayvok, I need a dexterity check. You are stout and thick, like your father, and his father, and his father, and his father before you.
DM, that is a natural 20.
Oh, no shit.
No shit.
While that may be the case,
come on, man.
You have spent a great many day among the elves and humans. And while you bear the same stature as your forefathers, you're more lithe than most of them. And you go to jump down for a moment, your feet are dangling. You're not really sure what to do. You're caught on your stomach. And then with a heavy exhale, you feel yourself begin to slide in. Before you know it, your toes are touching the ground, put your arms up above your head, and you slink your way back down into this hole.
I'm laughing because I'm just imagining him just slipping right out like a wet turd.
With that, I'm assuming everyone climbs in, sets up camp, and you know, makes it. I guess my question is, what is the order within this? Everyone was able to make it in. There were no issues other than Trayvok being able to gingerly slide his way into here. Who's closest to the hole and who's furthest back?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
I want to go in first. Dan's looking for his raccoon friend.
Okay. So you're dipping off and crawling back towards the raccoon?
Damn straight. I still have my torch out, right? That's all.
Sure. And then I would imagine Elion would be right behind him.
Yeah.
And then, so I've got Than and then Elion in the two deepest parts of the cave. And again, mind you, this is somewhere it's like 26 to 30 inches in diameter. It isn't really a flat bottom cave. It's concave, if you will. And then you couldn't sit straight up in here. But the cave is also, you know, the ceiling of the cave is not also right on your nose. Like, so there is a little bit of room to move around. There's some maneuverability. You are underground. You're not able to sit all the way up without hitting your head. And that goes for everybody, including Trayvok.
Damn.
So I've got Thandin as the deepest. Elion is the second. Who's next?
I guess Trayvok would go because I've got the next set of torches, and in case anyone needs some.
All right.
I'll be right behind.
I was going to say, I would imagine Irina wouldn't be the one closest to the hole, so it'd be Ismark.
Sure thing.
Right. So, there's, what, 2 blankets? And then where's the kid in all of this?
I'm assuming with me still.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I know of 2 blankets. I know of, I believe, 2 towels that are around a kid's ankle, which is now like raw from the shackle. Having walked 4 hours with an iron shackle around his ankle. What other items do you guys have to keep warm?
The 2 blankets. I don't know if you said that. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You had 2 blankets, and then there were a handful of towels. I think 2 towels, maybe 3.
Well, are we underground?
You are.
Wouldn't it be a little bit warmer without any wind shear?
A little, but you gotta think caves. Caves typically stay somewhere. Even these that are like subsurface are typically around like 50 to 55 degrees. So it is considerably warmer than from outside.
And we don't have room to like start a fire.
No.
I don't even know if we had the oxygen not to get.
Oh yeah, you guys would
smoke ourselves out.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a bedroll though, so.
Do you? Okay, so you have something to lay on.
Coat.
You have a what?
That black coat is lined with fur that the kid has.
Okay, so he'll be plenty warm then. I think everybody has enough for a bonus against the cold as far as the fur goes, because I feel like Trayvok had like a fur loincloth. I want to say, didn't somebody have like a bunch of small like shitty pelts sewn together?
Yeah, we bought a bunch of small pelts and stuff from the Vistani to just like line some of our clothing.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, I also just have a blanket in my bag. Like
yeah, true.
Blanket.
Okay.
So 2 blankets now.
So for the most part, it's a cold night. You can hear the wind whipping and howling through the hole of the cave.
Oh wait, just on that note, would this make a difference if I like I had my bedroll, so if I use the sheet to block the hole, would that like add insulation for us at all?
Sure.
I feel like it's still breathable. That we'll get the air exchange.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be overly musty, but it might. Yeah. Yeah, but it might slow some of the wind shear down throughout. It wasn't even really what I was getting at, but yeah, that's a good point. We'll allow that. So the wind whips through the trees outside. You can hear it shaking and the leaves rustling. It takes a while, Ismark. You can't really find any kind of rest, because every time you hear the leaves rustle or a twig snap or something, you instinctively like pop an eye open, worried that whatever it is that's making those noises might know where you are, or might find you, or worse, find all of you. It takes a little bit of time before you can't really convince yourself that there isn't something out there. You hear the snapping of a twig. That catches your attention, and no sooner do you think before you're ready to relax again, do you hear another twig snap. There's some exasperated breathing by the hole that you lay in. You can see something small, or pointed rather, lightly graze across that sheet. Can't quite tell what it is, but you can tell that it's moving. And then, no sooner than it starts does it disappear. And for a long while after, you can't take your eyes off of it. when the time finally comes where you feel like you may be safe, you ask yourself, is it worth going to sleep? And to you, I ask that question.
Oh damn! You put me in a tough spot. Man, I'll hold the vigil for the night then. Yep.
In doing so, you will take a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So we come around to the early morning. Give me 1 second here. With a small chirping of birds, the bright orange hue across the sky. I need everyone but Ismark to roll a con save and add 6 to it.
Okay. You said a con save?
Yep.
17.
15.
That is another natural 20 for a 28 plus 6, which is a, what, 34?
Jesus.
54? 44, maybe? I don't know. It's up there.
Thand, what's yours?
7.
Total with the plus
Wait, you had-
6?
So
Plus
plus
6.
6 would be 13.
Okay. Thand, you hear the birds. You notice the small beam of sun. Actually, you said yours was 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Yours specifically would be an 8, and I'll explain to you why. Your back is so cold that the muscles are tensed up. You find yourself sore, but you're uncertain if it's the cold or perhaps a root ball that you were sleeping on. You realize that your chest, however, is warm, as if you were cuddling a small fire. And you look down, and at some point through the night, your furry friend had crawled into, or rather, onto your blanket and snuggled up with you and managed to keep you warm throughout the night.
I'm keeping him. I don't care what. That's not.
That said, there are 6 half-eaten rations from your pack laying next to this raccoon.
That's fine. I'll scratch his head. You're a fat little fucker, but you keep me warm.
He just nuzzles into you even harder whenever that happens. He doesn't seem to fight it or ignore it or anything of the matter. He simply enjoys the pets and grabs a small morsel that he had left over and shoves it into his mouth.
Thand is already formulating Sly Cooper heists again. Really cool to get our original items back.
All right. I'm assuming everyone other than Ismark is ready to get the hell out of this little cavern. Is that correct?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think so. So I didn't... Okay, never mind.
So the roll that I had everybody make, the con roll, was to determine whether or not you suffered from hypothermia. And the only person that would have suffered from it was Thand, But he got an additional 2 bonus that I forgot to mention for feeding the raccoon and the raccoon snuggling with him.
Hell yeah.
And then, of course, Ismark, stayed awake in lieu of sleeping and would have done things to manage his body heat before then. So he just chose to stay awake to stand guard, took the point of exhaustion instead, but wasn't susceptible to the cold after that point.
My anxiety keeps me warm, please.
Yeah. So when you think about it, like you'd be cold sitting there, but you're like, fuck, man, like rubbing your hands together and like breathing into them. You'd be shivering and stuff. There would be things that you would do while being conscientious of, your body temperature that would allow you to keep it up, so to speak. Whereas if you were sleeping, then not so much. So everyone makes it through. No one suffers from hypothermia. Ismark, when you go to pull that sheet down, the portion of that you swear you saw sink in last night, there's a thin line where not every thread is cut, but it's obvious. Something with a very sharp claw decided to come poking its head around. And maybe it's because it noticed you were awake. Or perhaps it likes the hunt a little more. But for whatever reason, it didn't bother ripping through the sheet and trying to drag you out into the open. And for that, you take a moment and recognize, like, maybe this sacrifice was a good one.
Yeah, I suddenly feel less tired. That's great. That's good.
And with that, we all climb our way out of the hole. I am going to cut it here. Reason being is that Than needs to be going to bed. He's got a long ass day in front of him tomorrow. So we'll pick this up next week.
If we want to go a bit longer, I am down because I found out I do not have to go tomorrow, just today.
Oh well, shit.
I don't want to go too.
Yeah, I got a big ass meeting tomorrow too.
I gotta do a safety meeting.
Yeah, and I won't lie. This was another session I had to kind of pull out of a hat. I had every intention of having combat happen, but you guys managed to just kind of play everything right and talk your way out of stuff. So I wasn't going to force the combat with the 3 women, but that was essentially what I had planned for it. But
well, I'm glad we dodged that bullet.
For now.
Yeah,
For now.
I mean,
Yeah.
we did steal their
Yeah.
equipment. Yeah.
We stole their child.
So close to a level 3 inflict wounds on her when she was holding on to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that'd have been a wild one.
If we're gonna kick this off, I gotta kick it off, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I might die, but I'm fucking this one up.
yeah. I did not want to fight them though.